What is social housing? Social housing is a low-cost housing that is provided by landlords or government-backed schemes. There are many different types of social housing levels. Some can be easily to get into and get involved in, and some can be very, very hard. It really comes down to your level of experience and also credibility in the marketplace. The first actual type of social housing is housing benefits tenants. These are tenants that may get rent that's actually paid by the council or the government, either directly to the tenant or to the landlord via universal credit. This can be a high risk strategy if you don't know what you're doing and you don't have a good letting agent who actually knows how to manage the tenants and mostly getting the money in for collections. The second is charities, where the house that they actually need is for either housing or supported living purposes. The biggest concern that their charities have is making sure they've got a reliable product, and you want to make sure that you're actually providing it to their fit for purpose needs as well. So making sure that you actually give a good quality property is important, with low maintenance as well. Third is your social housing providers. These can give you a long-term contract where they actually take care of the maintenance, the bills of the properties, and actually look at paying the rent for you so you don't actually have to worry about the maintenance of the building. This can be really good if you want to be semi-hands-off approach, and normally get types of tenant profiles like asylum seekers or extra care work that needs to be a bit more hands-on. The fourth is emergency accommodation. This is temporary accommodation where you work directly with the council or emergency accommodation providers, providing housing to get the homeless off the street or people in need of that housing. You have to bid for these and get the contracts on board, and it can be very, very hard to actually get the contracts, but also very time intensive, so you need to make sure you have a solid team on the ground that take care of everything. There are many actual social housing providers. The key is to understand which sector it is and who you actually wanting to help out, and just not assume that social housing is completely hands-off. It can, however, be a great strategy that can create a win-win situation. So remember that each level of social housing, you will require different regulations, fire safety, and low maintenance standards. And this really depends on the user profile that's actually going to live in the property. This can be very rewarding on a community impact point of view, as well as economic factor for yourself as well, if you do it right. If you do it wrong, it can be an absolute nightmare. So make sure that you hit that subscribe button and learn more about this strategy.